Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about rotations. Quick review, we know that counterclockwise or CW moves in this direction because a clock's hands move this way, and then counterclockwise is the opposite direction or the other way. So the opposite direction of how a clock's hands move. Now, our format for rotation or the notation for rotation, rhyming, is R, and then you put the degrees and then count clockwise or counterclockwise, such as, like how I've written over here. So you might be thinking R, well, couldn't that be reflection? Well, not really, because we have this and this to indicate to us that it's a rotation. Now, we know there's a rotation going on when especially we see that the y and the x's are switched. So y, x. And we know that it's clockwise because the x is negative. That's important to realize. And then we know that it's counterclockwise when our y is negative. So that's very important to remember. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at some examples. So in this example here, we have a triangle ABC, and they're asking us to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So I like to create a before and after table. So before, we have points A, B, and C. Point A is 2, comma, 1, 2, 3, 2, comma, 3. B is 3, comma, 1. And then C is 1, comma, 2. Now, remember, to move clockwise 90 degrees, our transformation is going to look like this. X, comma, Y is going to go, or let me use a different color. So our X, comma, Y is going to go switch places. And since it's clockwise, the X is going to be negative. So let's create the after table. After, we're going to have A prime, B prime, and C prime. So we're going to switch the X and the Y, and then add a negative or change signs to the X, or now it's on the Y side. So do the same thing, 1, comma, negative 3, and this 2, comma, negative 1. I'm going to plot my new points at 3, negative 2 is right here. This is my A prime value. B is 1, negative 3. So this is my new B prime value. And then 2, comma, negative 1. So 2, comma, negative 1 is right over here. C prime. Connect my points. And we see that, this shape has rotated 90 degrees. Okay. So now it's time to move on to our next example. And that is rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. So for this, since it's clockwise, we know our transformation is going to be X, comma, Y, and it's going to become Y, comma, or negative Y, comma, X. Because it's counterclockwise, we know the Y is going to be negative. Okay, so we know that we're rotating this way. So let's take a step back. So we know that it was going to rotate this way for this example. And we see that here, it goes from quadrant 1 to quadrant 4. So it's rotating this way. So that's a good thing. So we can kind of predict what's going to happen on this graph right over here. So we know that it's supposed to move counterclockwise. So can we assume that it's going this way? Yes, we can. So let's create our before and after chart. So before, we have A at 1, 2, 3, negative 3, comma, negative 1. Our B value at negative 1, comma, 2, and our C value at -1, 1. So our after is going to be A prime, B prime, and C prime. A prime, so we're going to switch the values and then change the Y to be positive. So +1, -3. Remember, our X's are staying the same, but my Y values are changing sign. So again, -2, -1. Change sign, -1, keep it the same, -1. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and plot the points. So 1, -3, 1, -3, and then -2, -1. And then last but not least, -1, 1. -1, -1, sorry. Yep. And then this is my A prime. This is my B prime. And this is my C prime. So something like this. And then, oh, sorry. This is supposed to be +1. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is supposed to be -1. Sorry about that. Always check your work. So -1, -3, that's right here. So, and this is my A prime value. Okay, so now that we see that the object hasn't just moved down, it's, rotating downwards 90 degrees. So we went from this side to, this flat side has moved from, point like being flat to vertical. So horizontal to vertical. So we can really see that, this shape has rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so that's rotation with the notation. Remember, clockwise is this way and counterclockwise is, this way.